Hi, I'm William Tenholder. I've been playing for over 50 years and I've won thousands of games worldwide. And now I'd like to share the insights into a very clever defensive, offensive game. And this is what you have to keep in mind when you play defense, offense, and then you end up with a situation where you can create a trap. So in this case, it's the Alkine's defense. And so typically opening with the knight and then pawn to e4. Next, the queen comes out. This is a great move. It's a great offensive move. And the f3 square is very powerful for the queen. So it can't be underestimated. I move my logical e5 pawn, and so they're continuing with their plan. The plan, of course, is queen f3 and bishop to c4. So this is a powerful offensive. I recognize that, but at the moment there's no threat. Okay, so we proceed with our opening. This is great position, really. You can't beat it. This has been tested over time. The knight, the bishop, and then castle. Bringing out the knight, of course, they could only come out to the h3 because the queen is on f3. So this is a weak move, in my opinion, and I can pick off that knight, and I will pick off that knight when the time is right. So now, next move. Yeah, a good defensive move, and it's a good defensive move for the whole game, because that's a little port the king can squirt out if under attack. It also defends, and most importantly right now, it defends from the knight coming in to the g5 square. Next. So they are just solidifying their position. At the same time, they have their bishop with eyes on h6, which if the queen moves over could be very dangerous. So yeah, there's definitely an attack at this point. Two active bishops, so we have to respond. And so after analysis, I decided that castling was the best, even though there are threats. I felt I can hold off those threats. Their next move, queen comes in for a further attack on the position. This is ominous looking. For all of you beginners, just note this game that you can survive these kinds of attacks. My counter to that is attack the bishop with the pawn. And so their move, queen takes pawn, looking for an offensive. And that was not their best move, really, because in this case, my pawn takes bishop. I don't see really where they have an advantage here. I think I have the advantage. So their move is they take the pawn. And at this point, I'm seeing an advantage for black after all of that offense. So next move. Let's just take a look at that again. Pawn takes. Yeah, so now it's my turn. Attack the king. And just weaken their position if possible. So yeah, they defend with the bishop. They could have put the pawn or the knight out. They chose the bishop, and that's great because I'm already a piece ahead in my calculations. just take the bishop. And so they take with the knight. Now they, of course, feel they're ahead in development, but they're missing a piece. So next, yeah, pick off the knight. They're already down a piece. Now I'm ahead. Pawn takes pawn, so now their structure is ruined. It's a very weak structure. The two pawns on the H file, the pawn on the F file is weak. They'll have to move it, of course. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident now that I can set up some sort of, always looking for checkmate. So if I can set up a scenario for a checkmate in this position, that's what I'm looking for. And their next move, my next move, is I attack the queen. Whenever you have an attacking move, you might as well use it. So the queen has to move back to a safe square. So now black has taken control of the game. Yeah, that's a pretty powerful move. The queen is attacking the b2 pawn and has other threats in mind, including rook takes pawn. I mean, right now black is in a power position. And that was all turned around from the white careless attack to the black methodical attack at this point, and looking for a possible checkmate. So they castle, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Now the A2 pawn is very weak. In fact, it's not even protected. So we're definitely looking at mating options and possibilities. We're a piece ahead. It's looking very good. So yeah, the rook coming up, hoping to slide across and create some havoc. Maybe, you know, we have chances to invade the king side with this move. So let's look at the next move. That's a great move there. And now you have to be on the ball because that is a fork. And at the same time that it's a fork, the queen is under fire. So you really have to come up with a great move here in order to win this game. Queen takes pawn. So there are some threats now with the rook, and the knight can take the rook, but the queen also can take the pawn on A2. This is important to note because this is all setting up a checkmate. Next. Perfect. Knight comes in, takes the rook. Now we can set up a checkmate attack. Queen takes pawn. Now they don't see the checkmate. They're looking at, okay, well, king can always move out. So their next move, okay, they're looking for checkmate on the G file. And I don't blame them. I'd be looking at that too. So we refute that attack with the pawn. With the simple pawn move, they have no attack left. They have to move up their pawn. That loses a tempo. But black has a secret move here. And can you guess what that might be? Look at this. The knight. Well, okay, first white to move. So white's other move is to check. But let's keep an eye on what black can do with this. So the king moves up. There's no attack for white. With all those pieces, that pawn, those two pawns are holding up the whole deal. It's fantastic. So now they're a little frustrated, wondering what to do. Of course, they'll have to do something to break this open. So they choose to bring the other rook down for the attack over to d1. And so now this is all falling into the hands. This now is unstoppable in my mind. It's an unstoppable checkmate right now. I'm not sure if you can tell, if you can see where this unstoppable checkmate is. But it is unstoppable, and here it goes. Pawn is taken at e4 by the knight. This is an unstoppable checkmate now. There's nothing they can do. So, to wrap it up, here is the trap. The queen tries to come over to stop this checkmate. It's unstoppable. There's no piece on the board that can stop it. So, queen simply goes to a1. The knight has the king blocked, and it is checkmate. Just like that. So, yeah, that's a remarkable defense and a very special offense. I hope you enjoyed this game. I'm William Tenholder. Enjoy your chess. I certainly was enjoying this game, and I did celebrate after this one. Good luck.